All right, so we're live here at RSA at the Ultimate Windows Security booth, and I got Dave Peck here. We've done a lot of webinars in the past on the Windows Security log. LogRhythm has got an awesome SIM. You know how much I love it for a number of reasons. But what's new? What are you guys doing? What's the big stuff?
Yeah, so what we're really focusing on is building a workflow to handle the full threat lifecycle.
Okay.
Everything from that initial detection to providing the tools to validate and qualify that detection, moving it into case management where evidence can be gathered and a true full picture of the story be put together, and then ultimately adding on automated response actions to that. The whole goal is to lower the time to detect these events and then also lower the time to respond to these events. Get them identified and cleaned up as quickly as possible.
So, what is that you're doing? Are you building, I can take notes and I can add stakeholders to this incident and document what is my resolution? Or?
That's right. It's a fully integrated case management feature within the SIM, and workflows are you can add evidence, different types of evidence. It could be alarm data, it could be raw logs, it could be attachments, it could be notes. Add different collaborators in. You can get to the case from a URL when you add an external collaborator that doesn't actually have an account within LogRhythm. You might need HR to come do one specific task.
Because I was saying
they can do their task and move on.
Yeah, because what if you've got a company that is already using another collaboration tool, like I hate to use other product names while I'm interviewing a good sponsor friend, but like Asana or Write, or we're looking at using that kind of stuff. But that's cool. You could just create a new task or project over there if there's other stakeholders that you don't want in your SIM.
That's right, and
just put that URL there.
Yeah, and there's an API and into case and some integration in the works with some of those other popular ticketing and case management type systems that are out there. So we kind of understand we need to play well with other solutions. This is really supposed to be the start, at least, of the threat management lifecycle.
I like that. So instead of just hey, there's something you need to look at and then you're on your own, we're going to facilitate the whole process, because that's really only the beginning. The alert in the SIM,
that's right,
or that light on the dashboard, that's just the beginning.
That's right. What we were seeing, a lot of people were dropping alerts, or they'd start working on one and got pulled away to do something else, came back, a different alert may have came in, that initial one kind of was forgot about, so they didn't really have a place to, all right, let's start a case here, formal workflow, formal collaborators, and a place to gather other types of evidence and really pull it all together.
I like it. What about knowledge management? Do you still work in the knowledge engineering area?
Yeah, it's LogRhythm Labs.
Yeah.
LogRhythm Labs.
So I'm always interested in that, because obviously what built Ultimate Windows Security and what my folks, my audience, is always interested in is how do we interpret log data. And you guys have made such a big investment over the years with a whole department devoted to getting that knowledge and codifying it inside of LogRhythm. So I'm always interested in hearing what's new there.
So that's still happening. That's just an ongoing investment. We write all the parsing and normalization rules. That's really what enables our real-time analytics engine to do its job, basically adding structure to all this log data. So that's an ongoing thing. It's something we always do for everything that could generate a log out there. The other half of LogRhythm Labs is really focused on the security analytics, the actual analytical rules that are finding bad things that are happening. So one of the things we've recently done is develop what we call a security analytics co-pilot service, where we will help organizations get these analytical modules properly deployed in their environment, up and running. And we'll have periodic check-ins to help them understand what does it mean when this alert fires. We'll give them some recommended actions to take. Okay, you might want to drill down on the impacted host and then put it off to this user, and really kind of be their analytics co-pilot. Help them get the most they can out of all the content
that's cool. You know, the fact that you guys, I know I always harp on this, but it's still, I think, core to what makes LogRhythm what it is, and it's the normalization and categorization. But here's the thing that always gets me is, all right, parse as many log sources as you can, but when you come up with a threat signature, you don't have to write that threat signature for every log source out there that produces those kinds of events, right?
That's right.
The fact, can you just explain how the fact that the events are normalized allows you to really write that threat signature criteria or rule one time?
Right. So all these rules are basically working against the normalized layer of data.
A log on is a log on.
A log on is a log on. Every log that comes into the system is identified in what we call a common event, where a log on is a log on, regardless of the operating system or the application. So the rule might say, X number of failed logons followed by a logon success, so a classic same use case. But because we're normalizing everything across the board, it works against everything.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, I love that. I also love the fact, let me just plug in for my software company, LogBinder. You guys have integrated and normalized the events that our software, LogBinder, generates from SharePoint, SQL Server, and Exchange right into the rest of everything else that LogRhythm can show you. And so we've got some customers in common that are using that to good effect.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's great data for a SOC to have, for an IT organization to have access to, and it's pretty difficult to get to work here without a product like yours, working with a product like ours. It's a great relationship.
Some good
a lot of
synergy.
good value there, absolutely.
All right, well, thanks. I know you got to get back to your booth. Thanks for coming by.
Randy.